The government of the state of Lagos in southwestern Nigeria has proposed establishing an airline and building an international airport in Lekki. Recall that we made a video about the construction of the Lekki International Airport recently. However, in a bid to complement the airport, the government of Lagos State is also looking at setting up its own state-owned airline in order to compete with other airlines across the globe. Multiple Nigerian outlets are reporting on comments made by the state governor at a public forum recently. He noted that planning and work on the financing model had been underway for several months. According to him, over several months ago, the deputy governor and he himself, being the governor of Lagos State, have been working to put a concise plan together for the establishment of an airline. However, the plan has not been made open because of the need to get adequate knowledge about the operational procedures of airlines. The business plan, however, in Lagos State is viable and there is no issue about financing. The conversation has gone to an advanced stage, but the government needs to get the proper information on operations before they go ahead to implement the plan. The governor also noted that the next step would be to secure the federal government's approval to set up operational contingencies, and according to Aviation PRO airport data, Lagos, the primary airport in the state of the same name, is Nigeria's second busiest airport. A total of 35 airlines use the airport, connecting it to 56 destinations in 35 countries. The plan for Lagos State to own a state-owned carrier in order to operate passenger flights within Nigeria would make it the second state to own and operate a scheduled airline. Furthermore, it is moving forward with plans to build its own airport in Lekki as earlier stated. To be candid, Nigeria has one of Africa's largest domestic aviation sectors with over 11 active scheduled carriers. The West African country sees at least one startup nearly every year. The federal government has been trying to set up Nigeria Air, the proposed national carrier, for over 5 years without success. Now, Lagos, the second largest state by population, wants to establish its own airline. The last airline to join Nigeria's domestic market was NG Eagles, which commenced operations in December 2023 with two wet-leased Airbus A320s. On the other hand, the proposed national carrier was supposed to be launched in 2023 before the previous administration's terms ended. Meanwhile, the Nigeria Air project remains suspended by the new aviation minister. There are also a number of West African and Central African countries looking to move forward with plans for state-owned airlines this year. On December 31, 2023, during their last national address, Gabon's head of state announced plans to create a new airline. Similarly, West African trio Burkina Faso, Mali and Niger are considering launching a joint airline. This was disclosed during a meeting between the economy and trade ministers of the three countries in November 2023. This is part of the initiative to increase connectivity between the three states by developing air, road and rail networks. Whilst the plan to set up an airline by Lagos State government has been met with mixed feelings, it does not totally eradicate the fact that the plan is a good one, especially since it has its numerous advantages. The first advantage here is that a state-run airline is free from the pressures of maximizing profit for shareholders and could prioritize affordability. Now, one of the biggest challenges Lagosians face is the high cost of air travel. Private airlines often cater to business travelers and wealthier Nigerians, leaving the average Lagosians with limited options. A state-run airline focusing on affordability and accessibility could change the game. Imagine visiting family in northern Nigeria or pursuing business opportunities in other parts of the country without breaking the bank. The airline could also prioritize domestic routes, connecting Lagos to smaller cities and towns currently underserved. Also, a state-run airline and airport could be a significant employer, creating thousands of jobs for pilots, flight attendants, mechanics, engineers, and other aviation professionals. Another advantage is that the state-of-the-art airport wouldn't just be a fancy terminal but could catalyze broader infrastructure development in Lagos. Think of improved transportation links, upgraded cargo facilities, and even the development of new business districts around the airport. This could ease congestion in the city and create new economic opportunities for Lagosians. To be candid, let's face it, Lagosians have a unique swagger. A state-run airline and airport would be a powerful symbol of that pride. a constant reminder of the city's dynamism and entrepreneurial spirit. Gradually, Nigeria's air transport scene is loosely taken over by international airlines under the guise of the existing bilateral air service agreement between Nigeria and their home countries. As at the last count, Nigeria must have signed this agreement with over 100 countries around the world for seamless commercial air transport. Some of the foreign carriers have been operating into Nigeria for more than 50 years unhindered, due to the obvious fact that they see Nigeria as a fertile ground where anything or seed planted grows no matter the circumstance. Besides the international carriers from Europe, America, Middle East, African airlines are not left out of the rush for the soul of Nigeria's air transport sector. Presently, Nigeria seems to be going through what looks like another scrambling and partition of its aviation potential, as witnessed in the growing influx of foreign carriers into the country. Apart from the presence of international carriers like the British Airways, Virgin Atlantic, Air France, KLM, Lufthansa, Emirates, Qatar Airways, Delta Airlines, United Airlines, and other European and American airlines. African airlines also operating to Nigeria includes Ethiopia, South African Airways, Kenya, Royal Air Maroc, Egypt Air, Askai, and Rwanda Air. In addition, other countries whose airlines may soon commence flights to Nigeria are Brazil, Angola, Tanzania, Tunisia, Air Zimbabwe, and many more. Regularly, top officials of the foreign countries rush to pay visits to the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, where the need for exploring air transport agreement between their home countries and Nigeria regularly receives attention. Even the airlines that are already flying to Nigeria like South African Airways or Ugandan Airlines are expanding their frequencies. Absolutely, the scrambling for the soul of Nigeria's aviation sector is a pointer to the reality that Nigeria, besides being the giant of Africa and being strategically positioned, becomes almost the most liberal country where foreign businesses enjoy unlimited space. Again, it is clear that while other countries including Africa are neck deep in international aeropolitics for the protectionism of their airlines, Nigeria has continued to open up its air transport market without recourse to putting its house in order to tap from the inherent benefit of such agreement. Amidst the disadvantageous agreement which the foreign airlines are exploiting, zero energy is coming from the Nigerian side, where only one of its airlines, Air Peace, precisely is reciprocating one of the several agreements under a very hostile scenario. Airlines like Ibom Air, Kali Air, and some other few state-owned airlines do not operate beyond the shores of Nigeria, which is why it is very key and important for Lagos State to tap into this market by investing heavily and setting up its own state airline in order to tap from the benefit of the Nigerian airspace. Please do well to drop your honest comment in the comment section. Tell us what you think about this. Don't forget to subscribe and share. Thank you.